Hi, I'm Betsy Rosenberg with a new author, JoAnneh Nagler. Her book is called The Debt-Free Spending Plan. I love the tagline, an amazingly simple way to take control of your finances once and for all. I like simple. We are in, overshoot here in this country in terms of not only our financial debt, but our consumption. My area of expertise is environmental education. I see some connections there between our debt crisis, our obesity crisis, and our use of resources in a way that is not very wise. Do you see a connection?
Yes, absolutely. You're right on the money, so to speak. So definitely what happens when you start to look at what I call proportional spending, right? The theme of the book is to use the debt-free spending plan, the form of it, to prioritize what's important to you in your life. I'm not going to tell you what you can spend money on and what you can't. It's not like a diet. You get to set the terms. But when you do that, when you engage in proportional spending, you will very quickly see where you're out of alignment. Are you going to the boutique grocery store and overspending on food that you can't eat? Are you taking vacations that you really can't afford and then you're not able to pay for your dental care and your tires in the wintertime, right? What is it you're doing? You'll see that very quickly. And then you will make choices, not me. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're going to make choices on how to bring that spending into alignment. And when you do that, you will stop just by virtue of doing the plan, you'll stop over-consuming.
Because there is a price to pay at the other end, always, whether we're talking about personal debt, intaking too many calories, or using up too many of our planet's natural resources.
Absolutely.
We're going to pay the piper.
One way or the other. But one of the things that I really like to say about this book is this book is about, and the plan is about, doing what you need to do to get yourself out of debt without gouging your sense of being able to take care of yourself. In fact, by doing the plan, you will feel like you're taking care of yourself more than you ever felt you were taking care of yourself when you were running up your credit cards. It's amazing.
And it works. I mean, this is not going to sit on the bookshelf gathering dust unread.
No, this is a book that is really designed. It gives you encouragement step by step. It's designed for the person who shuts down around their numbers. It's designed for the person who needs help. It's not designed for the person who's relatively stable and needs some investment strategies. This is designed for all of us who got into debt trouble and don't know what to do to learn how to live within their means. And we needed something simple, easy, and straightforward. That's this book.
I think you've got the magic formula, because there's all these books. I tend to not be so well organized, a little ADD, and all these books that I used to buy on how to, plan and organize didn't work for me. But when I saw a book, organizing and planning for people who have attention deficit disorder, that's going to speak to me, and it did. And so many Americans are just not well versed, not well trained. We don't have to take courses, and we should, in either child rearing or, balancing our checkbooks.
But I mean, you just spoke to something really important, is that we feel like we should have better training. So that means that we go out and buy these books that are speaking to that level of expertise, and then we shut them because we feel like, oh, I'm not in that club. This book is not going to do that to you.
Not full of jargon?
It's not full of jargon. It's not going to make you dig up your past spending history. It starts the whole mantra of the book is start from today. Give yourself that dignity. In 3 months, you'll have a new history that's debt-free, right?
Okay.
It's going to take you 30 days. In the first 30 days, you'll learn how to live debt-free, whether you make $14,000 or $14 million. And over time, you will create a new history that's solvent. That's strong.
And like when you're on a diet, it, pardon the expression, feeds off itself. Once you start seeing results, it encourages you. It really inspires you and motivates you to continue.
Right, and this is different than a diet in that you're learning new skills. I mean, the best food work that you can do for yourself is change your eating habits, not to go on a diet for 30 days and then go off.
Good point.
Right? So what we're doing here is I'm inviting you to use this tool, and I'm asking you to prioritize what's important to you. Learn how to do what I call proportional spending. It's downsizing without pain, essentially, right? Setting aside money for vacations and fun money and clothing and dental work and tires, right? Making savings meaningful to you, but first and foremost, learning how to bring those expenses into alignment so you're not using credit to live. That's the thing that's going to bring you the most peace and the most serenity in your life, and it's going to stop the stress spin that we get into when we're in debt.
And I always say we shouldn't call it diets. We should, when we make a change in our eating habits, call it a live it. And this is something that people can live with and live it. Debt-free, the spending plan. An amazingly simple way to take control of your finances once and for all. She guarantees it. JoAnneh Nagler. Look for that book.